It is 11:47 on a Thursday night. You are lying in bed looking at your phone. Not social media, your banking app. You have done this before, more times than you would admit to anyone. You add up what is in checking, what is in savings, the investment account you opened 2 years ago and barely touched. Then you subtract what is on the card, the car note, the loan from when the HVAC went. The number you land on is not what it should be. Not for someone your age. Not for the years you have been working. Not for how hard you have been trying. You close the app. You will open it again tomorrow night. The number will be the same. That is the invisible version of broke. Not dramatic, not a crisis. Just a reasonable life with a real income and almost nothing underneath it after years of doing everything right. And the reason it persists is not your salary, not bad luck, not a lack of effort. It is something smaller than any of those things. Something that runs every single day on autopilot while your attention is somewhere else. Something you never consciously chose, but have been executing perfectly for years. If you have been looking for a breakdown that gets past the surface and into the actual mechanics, this channel is built for exactly that. Hit subscribe so you never miss one. Let us get into it. You earn $72,000 a year. $6,000 a month arrives. Fixed obligations eat roughly $3,800. That leaves $2,200 in what you think of as yours. But it does not wait for you to decide what to do with it. The month finds it. The Tuesday you ordered delivery because the day had already taken everything you had. The subscription that renewed quietly on the 14th while you were at work. The thing you bought because buying it was the fastest way to feel like you had control over something. The upgrade that was only $11 more per month, which registers as nothing when you approve it, and adds up to $132 per year you will never account for. None of it feels like a decision while it is happening. That is exactly the problem. Your daily default is set to spend, and the month runs accordingly. By the 28th, there is $140 left. You transfer it to savings. By the 5th of next month, something has come up. It is back. The average American household earns around $74,000 a year and spends past its monthly income by just enough that nothing accumulates. Not because the math is impossible, because the daily default is pointed the wrong direction by a margin too small to alarm anyone. $8 per day. That is the average gap between what the typical American earns and what they actually build. Not $800, $8. Less than a delivery fee. $8 per day of automatic behavior pointed the wrong direction, and the year ends with nothing to show for itself. The calculation you run at 11:47 p.m. comes back the same as it did 12 months ago. Here is the number you have not run yet. Take that $8 per day of net drift. Flip the direction. $8 per day compounding at a 7% annual return. The long-run historical average of a broad index fund. Not a prediction, a number with decades of evidence behind it. At 5 years, you have crossed $17,000. Nothing visible has changed in your life. Same apartment, same car, same morning routine. At 10 years, the balance is past $42,000. At 20 years, it has climbed above $150,000. At 30 years, you are looking at $295,000 produced entirely by redirecting $8 per day. Now run the comparison side by side. Not conceptually. Write the numbers down. The version where the current default runs for 30 years. The version where it runs redirected. The distance between those two outcomes is not the result of different incomes or better luck, or a higher level of discipline. It is the result of what $8 per day does when it points toward building instead of draining. Compounding does not need large inputs. It needs consistent direction and enough time. You have the time. Direction is the only variable. Now stop using 8. Use your real number. Most people who run this honestly find the daily drift is not $8. It is 25. It is 40. It is 60 once the full picture is on the table. Run those numbers out 30 years and you are not looking at $295,000. You are looking at a life structurally unrecognizable from the one the current default produces. Same city, same career, same starting point, just a different daily direction held long enough for the math to do what it does. Here is what nobody tells you about fixing it. You cannot outrun a bad daily default through willpower. You have probably already found this out. You build the budget, you set the restriction. You commit to being more disciplined this time. It holds for 3 weeks. Then a hard week arrives and the restriction starts to feel like punishment for something that was not your fault. And then it stops. The default resumes exactly where it paused. The people who make staying broke genuinely difficult are not stronger than the pull. They moved the ground. They changed what the automatic behavior does, and then the right behavior stopped requiring daily effort because it became the default. The fight disappeared, not because they got stronger, but because the surface beneath them changed. Here is what that looks like inside a real day. Your morning currently belongs to someone else. Your phone is the first thing you reach for, and the first thing it shows you was engineered by a team that spent years optimizing it to hold your attention as long as possible. By the time you have been awake for 20 minutes, 3 different platforms have already framed how the day feels, what you are missing, and what you should want. You have not made a single financial decision yet, and your spending psychology is already being shaped by inputs you never approved. The shift starts here. Before the phone opens anything else, you open the one screen that shows you your actual reality, your balance, what is owed, what is building. You look at it while it still has the power to orient the day before everything else gets its turn. 2 minutes, no analysis, no plan required, just your real number, present in your mind before the day starts spending it. What happens next is not obvious until you have done it for 2 weeks straight. Every decision that follows, the lunch that is easier to buy than pack, the upgrade that is only a few dollars more, happens against the backdrop of a number you just looked at. Still fresh, still real. Not the vague, uncomfortable estimate you have been carrying around. The actual figure. The choice feels different when the consequence is present rather than abstract. Not because you are fighting yourself, because reality is in the room when the decision gets made. Then there is the transfer. Not the one you make at the end of the month with whatever survived. The one that moves the morning income arrives. Before the account is touchable for anything optional, a fixed amount is already somewhere else. You set this up once, on a day when you were thinking clearly, and it runs without consulting how you feel about it today. On the hard months and the easy ones. On the motivated Tuesdays and the ones where nothing feels possible. The system does not require your emotional state to cooperate. It just runs. The month adjusts around what remains, the same way you adjust to any deduction that was never presented as a choice. You build your life around the smaller number, and within a few weeks, you barely notice the difference. The building account grows without requiring another decision from you. The automation is not a trick. It is the architecture of a daily default that no longer needs you to be strong. At the end of the day, before the phone goes on the charger, you scroll back through what the day cost. Not to judge yourself, not to feel guilty, just to see it. The $14 that barely registered, the $22 that felt justified in the moment, the $9 you genuinely cannot account for. The pattern reveals itself within a week. The trigger shows itself within 2. The stress purchase, the checkout screen that appears when you are tired, the category that always bleeds. You are not fighting any of it yet. You are just watching it with clear eyes for the first time. And watching it with clear eyes is already most of the work. 4 years in, you are 33. Income moved from $72,000 to $84,000. Not a windfall. A promotion that came partly because you had been making decisions from stable ground instead of from the edge of a monthly shortfall. The building account holds $44,000. Not dramatic. But here's what Thursday nights look like now. You still open the app. The number makes sense. It has been moving in one direction long enough that the direction feels like yours. The $44,000 is not the point. What the $44,000 represents is the point. 3 months of expenses if something breaks without warning. The ability to say no to a role that is grinding you down without immediately panicking about rent. The patience to sit in a salary negotiation instead of accepting the first number because you cannot afford to wait. The option to take a risk that a person with nothing underneath them cannot responsibly take. That is what the account is actually storing. Not money, options. The ability to make decisions based on what you actually want rather than what you can currently absorb. The person with $44,000 building and the person with nothing sit inside the same economy. Same city, similar income, similar surface life, but they are not navigating the same reality. One has doors the other cannot access, and the only thing that separated them was the daily direction maintained across 4 years of ordinary Tuesdays. Extend it to 10 years, to 20. The options compound the same way the money does. Every door you can afford to open leads to one the previous version of you could not have reached. The role you declined leads to the one that fits. The risk you could absorb produces the return that reshapes the decade. The conversation you could approach from patience resolves differently than the one approached from desperation. Each option creates the conditions for the next. The account balance is the least interesting version of what is actually accumulating. At some point, the behavior stops being something you do and becomes something you are. You stop being someone trying to save. You become someone who saves. That sentence looks small. What it means in practice is that the morning check stops feeling like a discipline and starts feeling like instinct. The transfer stops requiring a decision. Reversing it would feel like a violation of something you own. The behavior belongs to your identity now, and identity-consistent behavior does not need daily maintenance. It simply continues. That shift does not arrive from a single good month or a moment of strong motivation. It arrives from repetition held long enough that your brain reclassifies the behavior from something you were attempting into something you are. 60 days, 90 days, a year of ordinary mornings. And then one Thursday night, you open the app, and the number on the screen is one you would not have believed 4 years ago, standing in the same apartment, running the same calculation in dread. The distance between those two numbers was never about income. It was about direction, held daily, on the ordinary days, especially on those. There is a version of your financial life 30 years from now produced by the daily default you are currently running. You should know exactly what that number is. Run the math tonight. Most people who do it honestly find the result uncomfortable enough that they put the phone down. Run it anyway. Then run the version where the direction changes. Same income, same city, same life. Just the automatic behavior pointed somewhere different starting tomorrow morning. The gap between those two numbers was never going to be closed by a raise or a perfect market or a moment when everything finally aligned. It was always going to come down to the ordinary day. What the Tuesday default does. What runs automatically while your attention is somewhere else. You do not need more income first. You do not need a clean slate. You do not need a level of discipline you have not built yet. You need the daily default pointed somewhere different than it is pointed tonight. Tomorrow morning, before anything else gets your phone, open the account. Look at where you actually stand. Just look at it. Then do it the morning after that. The direction compounds. Everything else follows.